Hi students, I am Dr. Anandi. Welcome to my channel Make Biology Simple. In today's video, we are going to see about the BPT biochemistry practicals. So what are the BPT practicals portions will cover and how we have to face for the biochemistry practicals. That alone we have to see in today's video. So when we talk about biochemistry practicals, what are the experiments we have to cover for the preparation and what are the spotters you have to study for the exam point of view. So that alone I am going to deal in today's video. So when we talk about the uh, BPT practicals, so the first and the foremost thing is the qualitative analysis. So coming to qualitative only you are expecting the question, qualitative analysis. So under the qualitative analysis, you will be giving the urine sample. From the urine sample, you have to find out the abnormal constituent. So abnormal constituent, that means normally it won't be excreted in the individual with the normal case. That means healthy condition. So that is called abnormal constituent. The abnormal constituent are six types. That is either a sugar will be there. In the case of diabetes mellitus, more sugar will be excreted, and in the case of any operation case, blood will be excreted. And if there is a kidney failure, protein is also excreted. And the ketone bodies, that is uncontrolled diabetes, you can expect ketone bodies also will be excreted in the urine, and in the damage to the liver or any hepatitis, you can expect the bile, salt, and bile pigment. So gallbladder disorder, any tumor in the gallbladder, you can expect bile salt, bile pigment, bilirubin, like that. That is also excreted in the urine in some cases. So these are the usual one which is excreted in the your abnormal urine constituent, that is expected as a first question. And the second question is spotters. Spotters is you have they will be kept different spotters. You have to identify and write the components which is relevant information along that, so that carries 2 marks. So this is how you can face for the BPT practicals. So now we will see one by one how the qualitative analysis for the urine sample has to be conducted to find out either a sugar or blood or protein or ketone or bile salt or bile pigment is present. So among this, in your urine sample, two components will be given as a unknown. So you have to find out two components. So among the six things, yeah, you will have positive for any two. So that you have to find out and write the result as the abnormal urine constituent is present as dash and dash. That means whatever you found out, one should be like that. Whatever you found out, you write it one and two. So that's all about qualitative analysis. And spotters, as I told you, so you have to identify the spotters and write the contents below that. So this is the possible questions expected in the case of BPT students biochemistry practicals. So the first case is you're going to see about the sugar. Sugar means how we have to find out the sugar in the abnormal constituent. So for that you have a Benedict's test. Benedict's test. So Benedict test will give an idea about whether you have a sugar in your abnormal urine concentration. So for that you have to take 1 ml of urine sample and 1 ml of Benedict's reagent and heat it. If the sugar is present in your sample, you may expect a brick red color. So if you got a brick red color in a test tube, you can confirm that sugar is present. So if you are not getting any brick red color, or you can see that Benedict's reagent is blue color. So if the test tube is retain the blue color, so that shows a negative color. Negative means blue. If you retain the blue color, you should say that no sugar is there. If you have a brick red changes, you can say it is sugar. So that is how you have to identify the first component, sugar. Second, for example, if you have your abnormal constant as ketone, you have to go for the uh, test called Rothra's test. So for that, for ketone bodies, you take the urine sample for 3 ml or 2 ml. To that, you add one spatula of ammonium sulfate and ammonium sulfate salt. Then mix it well. So it will be dissolved and add next 3 drops. You have to add 3 drops of sodium nitroprusside. Sodium nitroprusside. Sodium nitroprusside. And so this should be added mixed well. And then add 2 ml of ammonium hydroxide. along the sides of the tube. Ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide along the sides of the tube. So why we have to add along the sides of the tube means any ring formation you should add along the sides of the tube. At the end of the adding until slowly, you can see a pink permanent pink color ring will be observed. You can expect a ring in the test tube. So that shows it is a positive test for ketone. If you don't get any ring or yellow ring is there, that is the interpretation of negative. That means you don't have any ketone in your abnormal urine sample. So that how we have finished bendix and ketone. So bendix is specific for sugar and ketone is specific for the the Rothera's test is specific for the ketone presence. So this is how you have to interpret the result. Next thing is if you have what to say next to the component will, for example, if you have third component as blood, if you expect blood in a test tube, you have to do like this. Take two drops of benzidine. You have to take 2 drops of benzidine and 2 drops of hydrogen peroxide. 2 drops of hydrogen peroxide. To that you add 2 ml of blood. 2 ml of blood. So if you add all this in the test tube, you can see a green color. Bottle green colors will be appeared. Green color will be appear. So that shows the presence of blood sample in the urine. Presence of blood in the urine. If you don't get any blue color, it retains the urine color, then it shows the negative. That means no presence of or absence of blood in the urine. So this is the third test you have to do. And coming to the fourth test, protein. So protein is very simple test. It's a heat coagulation test. To the 3/4 of the test tube, you fill with the protein solution. That means urine sample and then heat it. You heat the upper portion. If you heat the upper portion, it changes into coagulum or coagulum is formed. That means protein is getting denatured. If you expect a white coagulum, then it shows a positive. That means presence of protein in the urine sample. If no coagulum is formed, then it shows the absence of protein. So this is a test you can able to identify the protein in the sample. And the last test is you're going to find out spot test. So the second type of question is spot test. Spot test means, so you have different types of water. Say for example, if the centrifuge is kept as a spotter, you have to identify what is it and you have to write the centrifuge contents. That means it is used for the separation of what pellets and supernatant, and with the help of high RPM, that is in rotation per minute, you can separate this like this. Each information you have to write. For example, if they kept sodium fluoride, or for example, so what is the use of sodium fluoride? Sodium fluoride is one of the anticoagulant, so which is used for the preparation of the blood sample without coagulum. So you can say take it as anticoagulant. And if it is a case of if some reagents is kept, for example, if it is bentix is kept, you have to write what is the bentix usage. It is used for the finding out a sugar solution, reducing sugar or non-reducing sugar. If sugar is present, you can see the color change. So for that purpose, bentix reagent is used. And for example, if acetic acid is kept as a spotter, you have to write what is acetic acid. Acetic acid is used for the coagulum test. That is denaturation of your urine sample. When the protein is getting coagulated, it will be stable when you add acetic acid. If some other phosphate or sulfates is there, if you add the acetic acid, the coagulum disappears. So for that purpose, we are using acetic acid. And so for example, if energy chart is given, what is energy chart? For example, the question will be asked 4 kilocalories. 4 kilocalories, which will be generated 4 kilocalories? You have to say carbohydrate or protein. Both are going to release the 4 kilocalories. Suppose 9 kilocalories is released, means what is the food product which will liberate 9 kilocalories per gram of food? For example, here you have to say fat. Only fat or the lipid can liberate 9 kilocalories for the 1 gram of fat. So these are the possibility of the contents you have to write for the spotters. So that's all. With the spotters, you have to finish off your practicals. So, and we have to face the viva. So when you talk about abnormal urine constant, you have to definitely say the clinical significance, why it is excreted, for in which condition it will be excreted. So all these clinical significance you have to report in the case of abnormal urine constituents. And in the case of spotters, what is the purpose of usage of the spotters and significance, all this you have to write, that's all. So with these are the two expected questions you can face for the biochemistry practicals for the BPT students. I hope you have understood this video, and this video is very simple and easy way to carry for your practical point of view. So that's all in today's video. Thank you, students.